Wine sat alone in the bustling restaurant, eyes starting to her watch for what felt like the 50th time. She glanced over the entrance again, still no sign of her. She sighed in frustration, gathering her things, just about to leave when finally her best friend arrived. Her steps were hesitant, her expression guilty and heavy with sorrow. "I'm so sorry, babes," she said softly, sliding into the seat beside Wine. Wine turned her face away in mock anger, but she gently placed her hand on her chin and turned Wine to face her. "I know I'm late, but I had to tell you something important, something I couldn't say over the phone." Voice held urgency. Wine's frown deepened, but her pretended anger faded in concern. "What is it? What was so urgent you couldn't just call me?" she asked, worried now. Tears welled up in her eyes as she whispered, "Alex, he's cheating on me." Vian's eyes widened in disbelief. She immediately reached out, grabbing her hand, her heart breaking for her bestie. "What? I can't believe it. How could he?" Vine moved closer and wrapped her arm around Daisy as she sobbed. Seeing her cry brought tears to Vine's own eyes. "Shh, Daisy, please don't cry. I'm here, okay?" Vine hugged her tighter. "I told you before, didn't I? There was always something off about that man. I know you warned me so many times, but I was too blinded by him, too foolish to see all those red flags." Vine let out a sigh. "What's done is done, Days. Please don't let this break you. Move on. He doesn't deserve you. Someone far better is out there waiting for you. I promise." She smiled faintly through the tears. "By the way, I also come here to talk about Jungkook." Vine's heart skipped. She frowned instantly. "What about him?" "Yesterday I went to restaurant with my parents. I saw him there in VIP section. He was with a girl. They were laughing together, really close. And his guards were with him too. I've only seen that soft side of him when he's with you." Vine's breath hitched. A storm of confusion and disbelief clouded her thoughts. "No, that can't be. Are you sure it was Jungkook?" she asked, still trying to rationalize. "Of course it was him, Vine. Everyone knows him. Does he have a sister or cousin maybe? I thought she might be related because he was being gentle, like he only is with you." Vine looked down, a sinking feeling blooming in her chest. "He doesn't have a sister. Be careful, okay? Even if it's nothing. It won't hurt to check. Better to know than be blindsided like me." Nodded, but deep inside, she were already spiraling. Later that night, at home, the two of you entered your bedroom after watching a romantic movie in your private home theater. A smile lingered on both of your faces. Cook, the feared Mafia king, was a mystery to the world, but to you, he was gentle, tender, even loving. He turned to you with a soft expression. "Did you enjoy the movie?" "Loved it. Your choice was perfect, Cookie." He chuckled and kissed your forehead, your eyes closing at the tender touch. Sat on the bed and began scrolling through his phone. You walked into the bathroom to shower, mind still swirling with everything Daisy said. 30 minutes later, you stepped out in your robe, hair wet, droplets cascading down your shoulder. A playful smirk tugged at your lip as a mischievous idea formed in your mind. You walked toward the bed, flicking your wet hair dramatically. Jungkook looked up, winked, smirked back. He tossed his phone aside, grabbed your wrist, and pulled you into him, making your breath itch. You tried to wriggle free, teasing, but it was already too late. His lips were inches away. Suddenly his phone rang. Hell, why this time? Phone buzzed again. He groaned in frustration and looked at the screen. You glanced over his shoulder. "Nayeon, who is she?" you said to yourself. He picked up the phone and stood, walking out toward the balcony. Your gut twisted. Same name had appeared too many times. Daisy's voice echoed in your mind again. You couldn't ignore the gnawing suspicion anymore. Quietly, you followed him. He was talking softly, but stopped when he noticed you. Can you please go back inside? You folded your arms across your chest and shook your head. Who is she? Your voice trembled not with fear but suspicion. Wine, please don't start this again. You know how demanding my work is. I am asking you to go inside. He tried to sound composed, but tension laced his word. Go on, talk. I won't interrupt. I just want to stand here. His eyes in disbelief, running a hand through his hair. Wine, please. I'm asking nicely. This is nicely. You sound different, cold. You never talk to me like this. Why are you suddenly so defensive? Who is she, Cook? You are doubting me again after everything we have been through. I told you before. There's nothing going on. Why do you always twist things like this? Why? His voice rose sharp and impatient. Don't question your talks with Hyung or anyone else. I never chain you. I never control you. So why the hell are you letting insecurity rule you now? You bit your lower lip, your voice barely a whisper. I know you have always given me freedom, but just once. Just once. Can't you tell me who you are talking to and I'll walk away? That's it. I said that's enough. Get out of here. Sudden outbursts made you flinch. You stared at him, hurt. Are you cheating on me? That was it. His patience cracked. He grabbed your arm tightly, eyes burning with fury. If you say one more damn word, I swear I'll forget that you mean anything to me. Stare at him in disbelief. That wasn't your husband. That was someone else. You are cheating. That's why you are behaving this way. It's all for her, isn't it? You're hiding her. You're lying. That's why you're angry, because I caught you. Wait, are you sleeping with her? Before you could finish, his hand shoved you back in blind rage. Your foot caught in side table. The word spun. You stumbled, and then you fell over the edge of the balcony. Eyes widened in horror. Ryan, he screamed, but it was too late. Mid-air, suspended by a wire harness rig, you suddenly broke into laughter. The intense moment was ruined, but in the best way possible. The entire set erupted in applause. Director clapped loudly from behind the monitor. Cut. That's it. What a scene. Wow, you two are brilliant. Got the perfect shot in one take. Absolute magic. Jungkook grinned and rushed over with the staff to help you down safely from the rig. He gently held your waist as you were unhooked, and you both shared a laugh. I hope the shots come out good. Of course, I hired only the best actors in the industry. This was just a trial scene, and I can already see the future of this movie. You two are phenomenal. Natural chemistry, raw emotion, everything. Stood beside you, still slightly flushed from the intensity of the scene, but smiling confidently. Thank you, Director Nim. Honestly, that push felt too real. I almost thought she'd slap me after the cut. The crew gathered around the monitor, watching the playback one by one. They started judging each other's acting, just to mess around. Why? That I'm falling off the balcony expression, bit too happy for a life-threatening moment, don't you think? He's the guy who looked like he was about to sneeze instead of scream Ryan. Excuse me, that was pure method acting. I channel inner Mafia king. By the way, I have to ask, are you two dating? His tone was playful, but the sparkle in his eyes said he had been dying to ask all day. You looked at Jungkook, completely caught off guard, and immediately blushed. Eyes widened as your cheek turned a deep shade of red. He let out a low chuckle, clearly enjoying the moment. Everyone on the set gasped dramatically, eyes going wide, jaw dropping in pure gossip mode. Wait, what? Is that true? Isn't it obvious? He gave you a side glance, completely unbothered and cool as ever, while lightly hit his arm, hiding your burning face with both hands. Jungkook quaked out, half embarrassed, half laughing. You look like a literal tomato.